Have you ever seen a story so powerful that it feels like a movie playing out in real life? A man who went from teaching kids in a small Mississippi town to standing in front of millions of people, winning one of the biggest talent competitions in America, and rewriting what success looks like. That man is Jamal Roberts. He is not just a singer, not just a performer. He is a father, a believer, and a storyteller with a voice that carries both pain and hope. And his journey from Meridian, Mississippi to the stage of American Idol is the kind of story that inspires, amazes, and reminds us that no dream is too far away when you dare to chase it. Jamal Roberts was born on November 6, 1997, in Meridian, Mississippi, a place known more for its quiet streets and strong church communities than for producing global stars. His childhood was filled with music from the very beginning. At just 2 years old, Jamal was already singing along to Motown classics, mimicking the Temptations, and filling his family's church with a voice that would only grow stronger over the years. Raised in a deeply religious home, with his grandfather serving as a bishop and his grandmother as a deaconess, Jamal's earliest stage was the church, and his first audience was his community. The church wasn't just a place of worship, it was where he learned discipline, faith, and the power of music to move people's souls. But Jamal's path wasn't straightforward. Life in Meridian meant responsibility came early. Before he ever thought of Hollywood stages, Jamal became a father. Today, he is a proud girl dad to 3 daughters, Harmony, Lyric, and Gianna. While balancing work as a physical education teacher at Crestwood Elementary School, Jamal devoted himself to his kids, his students, and his dream. Many nights he would tuck his daughters into bed, then stay awake, practicing songs, pouring his emotions into music, waiting for the day when his moment would come. It's this balance of fatherhood and artistry that makes his story so powerful. He never chased fame for its own sake, but for the legacy it could build for his family. That moment of breakthrough arrived on the stage of American Idol. Jamal had auditioned before, faced rejection, and heard no more times than most would dare to admit. But he didn't give up. On his 3rd attempt, he walked into his audition with a song that carried both confidence and soul. Rick James, Mary Jane. His voice immediately caught attention. It wasn't just his technical skill, it was his presence. His voice was full of grit, warmth, and raw emotion. From that audition, Jamal's journey through the show became a showcase of versatility. One week he delivered silky smooth R&B with Anthony Hamilton's Her Heart. The next, he stunned the crowd with a country soul rendition of Tennessee Whiskey. Then he pushed boundaries with Jelly Roll's Liar, showing that he wasn't going to be boxed into one genre. Each performance added a new layer to his story, and audiences started to connect with him, not just as a singer, but as a person. But one performance in particular changed everything. During the top 12 round, Jamal performed Heal by Tom Odell. Instead of singing it as written, he added a 3rd verse of his own, an emotional outpouring that turned the performance into something spiritual. It was raw, powerful, and unforgettable. The video of that moment went viral, drawing millions of views and solidifying him as one of the frontrunners. Judges praised him, the audience was in tears, and suddenly the whole nation was talking about Jamal Roberts. This wasn't just a contestant singing a cover, this was an artist creating an anthem. By the time he reached the finale on May 18, 2025, Jamal had become a household name. In front of a live audience and millions of viewers at home, he performed Anthony Hamilton's Her Heart, bringing the same mix of passion and discipline that had defined his entire run. And when the votes were counted, history was made. With 26 million votes, Jamal Roberts was crowned the winner of American Idol's 23rd season. His victory was more than personal, it was historic. He became only the 2nd Black man to ever win the show, following Ruben Studdard's victory in 2003. For Jamal, the win wasn't just about a title, it was about representation, legacy, and proving that resilience and authenticity can break barriers. Winning Idol opened the doors to luxury and recognition. His first single, Heal, was released on May 17, 2025, just before the finale, and it soared to the top of the Billboard gospel charts. It wasn't just a debut single, it became a movement embraced by church communities, radio stations, and streaming audiences worldwide. Suddenly, Jamal wasn't just a school teacher from Mississippi. He was a charting artist with a song that people played to inspire themselves, to get through hard times, to feel uplifted. Luxury entered his life not just in the form of fame, but in opportunities. Labels, producers, and promoters lined up to work with him. His story was everywhere, on television, magazines, and social media feeds. In the summer of 2025, Jamal followed up with his second single, Mississippi. This was a love letter to his roots, a soulful track celebrating the culture, warmth, and resilience of his hometown. The song showed another side of Jamal, grounded, proud, and determined to stay connected to the place that shaped him. Fans resonated with it deeply, and the single became an anthem of pride for Mississippians everywhere. Around the same time, Jamal began preparing for a major milestone, joining Brandy and Monica on their The Boy Is Mine tour in the fall of 2025, alongside Kelly Rowland and Mooney Long. It was his first major tour, and it placed him among legends. An extraordinary leap for someone who had only recently been teaching kids how to shoot basketballs in a school gym. As his music career soared, so did his lifestyle. Though Jamal remains deeply humble, his taste for comfort and style started to show. He began spending time in luxury hotels while touring, posting glimpses of first-class flights and high-end recording studios. When he traveled with his daughters, he made sure they experienced the best, from private resorts to beachside getaways. He hasn't yet unveiled a sprawling mansion like other stars, but reports place him searching for a property near Atlanta, a hub for Black culture and music, where he plans to build a home that reflects both luxury and family values. Cars have also entered the picture. A sleek black Cadillac Escalade became his go-to ride, a symbol of both authority and tradition, while a customized Mercedes-Benz S-Class added that touch of elegance to his growing collection. But Jamal's journey isn't without struggle. Even with his idol victory, the music industry is demanding. Critics questioned whether his gospel-tinged soul could cross over into mainstream markets. Some labeled him too safe or doubted his ability to sustain fame beyond the show. Yet Jamal has consistently answered with the same resilience that got him here. He acknowledges the setbacks, but he never lets them define him. Instead, he reframes every obstacle as a lesson and every doubt as fuel. His story is one of persistence, a man who doesn't let rejection silence him, but instead turns it into motivation. The future is bright. As of now, Jamal's net worth is modest compared to megastars, estimated between $500,000 and $1 million after his idol contract, singles, and touring deals. But his income streams are expanding: music sales, touring, endorsements, and equity from his growing brand. With plans for more music, potential television appearances, and collaborations with established artists, that number is only set to grow. More importantly, Jamal has kept philanthropy close to his heart. He frequently returns to Meridian, performing at local events, donating to schools, and speaking to students about chasing their dreams. He wants kids to see that success doesn't mean leaving your community behind. It means bringing opportunity back to it. Today, Jamal Roberts is more than an idol winner. He is an icon in the making, a figure who blends artistry with authenticity. On social media, his presence is magnetic. He shares moments with his daughters, behind-the-scenes glimpses from the studio, and words of faith that resonate with millions. His fans see not just a celebrity, but a man they can relate to, a man balancing fatherhood, fame, and faith. In interviews, he speaks with humility and clarity, emphasizing that his story isn't about luck, but about perseverance, preparation, and belief. His narrative inspires not just aspiring singers, but anyone chasing a dream. And as he stands on stages across the country, singing to crowds who know every word, Jamal is already carving out his legacy. His principle is clear: never give up, never compromise authenticity, and always remember why you started. From the church pews of Meridian to the idol stage and beyond, Jamal Roberts represents resilience, soul, and a vision for what Black excellence looks like in the modern age. His story is far from over, but one thing is certain: Jamal Roberts is here to stay. So what do you think? Is Jamal Roberts the next great voice of his generation, the kind of artist who will define the sound of this decade? Or is his story just beginning, with even greater heights ahead? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories of luxury, legacy, and the voices shaping our culture today.